Rubbings, or frottage as it's also known, is one of my favorite processes. It's super fast and you can make multiple images and they can all be different. So they're called monoprints because each print is unique and there's only one, but it's a form of printmaking because you're using a plate and you're printing the plate over and over again. So here's some of the images that I've made with the plates that I recently made. This would be good for a book cover. Here are my ice cream cones. For some reason when I do this, I just start feeling a little bit like Andy Warhol and I start making stuff that looks, well, it reminds me of him. Alright, so let's get started. For this process, you'll need your rubbing plates that you made with glue, some unwrapped crayons, you can use whatever colors you like, a paintbrush and watercolor paint, water of course, and then I think that I gave you 2 sheets of 9x12 for this project, and then you have 2 sheets of 12x18 for this project that you can use. So place your rubbing plate underneath the paper, and then you're just going to want to hold it tightly with your fingers. Take the side of your crayon and rub it across the top of your plate. And I'm sure that you guys maybe have done this before. I know that sometimes they sell sets for little kids where you can change out the heads and the bodies to make different characters. When you're doing this, you kind of have to find the image with the crayon, and then once you find that image, you're gonna just kind of emphasize the lines by focusing on that area a little bit more. Know that there are some glue lines up here that I gotta get. And then you just repeat. And I really like this process because, I don't know, I think I like the repetition and it's the same shape over and over again, but then you can change the colors using watercolor. Now you don't have to arrange yours in the same design as me. Experiment a little and see what you can do. But definitely just having the same shapes repeated over and over again is pretty appealing. That guy's a little crooked. That's okay. So painting these little buddies are super easy because the crayon creates a wax resist. And so then it's pretty easy to paint inside the lines. So this one's just a little bit harder to see because my lines are so close on my glue prints, but if you space your lines out farther, it's a lot easier to see. Also, when I used a black crayon, which I lost, I'm not sure where that is right now. When I used a black crayon, it showed up a little bit easier too. So I made this little instant book using my rubbings. This would also make, like I said, a great cover for a book if you wanted to use it that way. And then if you're in the bookmaking class, you saw these already, but here's another example of how I use these prints to make a little ball book. And then here's my butterfly one.